This video is probably going to be very difficult for me to film, but I'm going to try my very hardest to do it. And I think that I'm ready now. So, on July 20th, I found out that I was pregnant. I'm gonna be a mom again. Luxi's gonna be a big sister. I'm so excited. I don't know how I'm gonna tell Fauna. So, first I started looking at OBs because I don't like my current OB, and she's not really my OB anyway. And second, I'm looking at cute pregnancy announcements. I cannot believe it. I really didn't think I could get pregnant again. I'm so thankful. And I just feel like I don't even deserve it, and I don't know why, but I'm so thankful. I have a surprise for you.
Really?
You're gonna be a big sister.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It says I'm gonna be a big sister?
Yep.
Whew! What's this?
Baby diaper.
You know this is going to go on the baby whenever they're born. Is it how small they'll be?
Yeah.
That's so small.
Yeah. And I'll be a... Hey, I can help Daddy open it.
Okay.
Dad, want me to help you.
Okay, let
me do help you.
Oh,
man.
Come out. It's a bit for the baby. For the baby.
See how small, Luxi?
Yeah, it's for the baby.
So small, that's how small the baby will be.
Yeah, the baby will have this on her.
Her?
Yeah.
What if it's a boy?
What if it's a girl? I'm gonna be a big sister.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna be a big sister. So you better start listening.
When can we tell people?
I'm gonna have to set up a confirmation appointment. We immediately told my parents, then we told my husband's parents, then I told my best friend, and he told his best friends, and so we were very, very excited.
This is a surprise. Look at my backpack.
This is cute.
I'm gonna leave it on.
What is it?
It's a surprise. Open it.
What is it?
It's for the baby.
Same reaction.
For real?
What? You're pregnant?
Yeah.
You're gonna have a
Oh my
baby?
God.
And there's a baby.
Congratulations.
There's a baby.
Congratulations.
Cole's shooketh.
I'm gonna be an uncle again.
Oh my gosh. That's okay, because I'm gonna tell you I'm pregnant. Why would you make me cry?
I told you.
Oh my goodness. You gotta have a little hug. Oh my goodness. Are we so happy?
I thought that I was about 8 weeks at this time, and my husband booked us 2 nights out of town in Oklahoma, because we've just been going, working, and just really busy. We haven't had a chance to spend any time with each other. So we did that and had so much fun, and I was on cloud 9 the entire time, thinking I've got this baby in my belly, and I was so happy. And that night we went to dinner, and I had been gluten and dairy free for about a week and a half, and I ate gluten. And on the way back to the hotel, walking, I could feel my stomach like expanding, like really expanding. And I assumed that it was from eating gluten, because I had not eaten gluten and I was testing to see if I was intolerant. So we got back to the room and I immediately laid down because my stomach was hurting so bad. That night I was in a lot of pain, and it felt like period pain, but I just, you know, thought that it was the gluten. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. I didn't think it was related. I had to get up multiple times throughout the night and use the restroom because, first of all, in the first trimester, you have to pee constantly. But also, I was like, I thought I was sick to my stomach because of the gluten. So I kept going back and forth to the bathroom, and I wasn't really turning any lights on because I didn't want to wake anybody up. It was really late, and it was painful going to the bathroom. I thought that I needed to poop, but I didn't. And so I would just pee, wipe, whatever. And then one of the last times, like, I went to the bathroom, whenever I wiped, I noticed there was a little bit of blood. And that concerned me, but I remember, I think I spotted around the same time with my daughter. So I wasn't too concerned about that. And then, so I went to sleep, and the next morning, same thing kind of happened. I noticed there was blood whenever I wiped. And so then I was a little bit more concerned, but nothing crazy because it wasn't that much. It's not like I was bleeding through my underwear, anything like that. It was just a little amount of blood. So I got home. My husband went to work, and I was to take my daughter to dance and then swim lessons. And I was really concerned about that. Taking her to swim lessons, and I was bleeding more, and I said to my husband, I think that I should go to the ER or get this checked out. And I hadn't seen the baby yet, because my doctor couldn't get me in to see the baby for another like 2 weeks or something to confirm the pregnancy, but I had taken so many pregnancy tests. So I knew I was pregnant, and I decided to take my daughter to dance, and then we were going to go to the ER. I was just going to have an ultrasound, see the baby was okay, and we would move on. Well, we went to an urgent care, and they said that they couldn't handle anything like that. So then we went to an emergency room, and that's local to me. And I knew better than to go there, but I thought what I was going in for would be something very simple. We're just going to do an ultrasound, see the baby, and everything's going to be fine. It was the worst ER experience I have ever had in my whole entire life. And at this point in the ER, I was like, I need to use the restroom. So I went in the restroom. The door didn't lock. It was a single restroom in the ER. And there's people all around me coughing their lungs up. And I'm there just to check on my baby, praying I don't pick something up from this ER. I thought that they would like transfer me to OB or do something, but they didn't. So I went to the bathroom, and whenever I did, I noticed a lot of things in the toilet. And I think that's when I lost the baby. So at this point in the ER, I'm just feeling completely numb. Nobody said their name whenever they came into the room. No one addressed themselves. They finally came in to do an ultrasound, I think an hour and a half later. And they did an internal ultrasound. There were two women that came in. One that was the ultrasound tech, and then the other one, I guess she was teaching. I don't know. One of them said, well, if the last patient would have let us do this, then we could have seen this. But they had the screen turned away from me, so I couldn't see anything. But my husband was sitting behind me, and he could see everything. So he didn't know what he was looking at, though. And so I'm just sitting there while they've got the screen up here looking at it, talking about me like I'm not there. I literally felt like a dog pregnant with puppies or something. Like, I wasn't allowed to know anything that was going on. No one was letting me know anything, and I'm just a complete mess because at this point, to me, it is real. They see something and they're not telling me because if they did see that the baby was okay, they'd be like, oh, you know, there's the baby, here's the heartbeat, whatever. But they weren't saying anything except for talking crap about other patients from earlier in the day, I guess. They had blood work done on me, and the ER doctor came in and said he reviewed everything another 2 hours later. So I was sitting there in complete worry. The doctor came in and basically told me they couldn't tell me anything except for there was no baby. But it could be that I was too early. I was like, my dates were wrong, and that the fetus wasn't developed yet, because the only thing in there was a sac. My husband had to go to his shop and do something before we could go home. So I just told him to take me to my mom's. I wanted to see my mom. So I went over there and I talked to my mom, and we cried and talked about it. And my family kept trying to give me hope, like maybe that's not what was going on, but deep down I knew what was going on. So I went to I went home, and I had passed everything. I think not everything, but I had passed a lot through the night. It was pretty painful. I had a lot of sharp pains. I had a lot of cramping. Emotionally, I was not okay. I'm still not okay. And I'm not saying any of this to be dramatic, but it literally felt like I lost a limb. It felt like I lost a part of my body. As a mother, you fall in love with your baby the second you see those lines. At least I did. I know it's not the same for everybody, but I did, because I've been down this road before. I just didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to feel. I didn't know what to say. I felt absolutely awful. I was scared. And I had to wait 48 hours. They wanted me to follow up with them, but yeah, right. And at the ER, actually, the discharge nurse told me to be careful going home so I don't get in a car accident and end up there. That is what he told me, and laughed. And he knew what I was there for. And they actually wrote me a prescription for prenatals too. So I left there extremely concerned and confused. I was more confused when I left there than I was before I got there. Because I didn't know if I was having a miscarriage or not. They wouldn't tell me. The doctor was tiptoeing around my feelings, but he didn't have any bedside manner at all. Like, I would have rather had someone tell me what was going on or what they thought was going on, but they didn't do that. So I called the OB that I had my confirmation of pregnancy appointment with. I called that office and I told them what was going on, and they said they would get me in the next day. So I'd called them the morning after, so the next day would have been 48 hours. So I went into that appointment already knowing at this point what was going on, because I had passed so much. If there was a baby still inside of me, I would have been extremely concerned for the baby. Like, because I don't think there's any way. So we had already told Luxi, which was absolutely heartbreaking, because she was so excited to be a big sister.
I'm your big sister, Luxi.
You're the sweetest.
But the way that I explained it to Luxi is that the baby just didn't grow right. And so the baby had to go and be in heaven with Jesus. And she told me, after I said this, she just turned 3 in June. She told me that the baby left my tummy and went into my heart where Jesus is. And for me, that was so powerful for a 3-year-old to say. And she got it. I explained to her there was not a baby in my belly anymore. And I was going to wait until after my OB appointment, but I already knew what was happening. So I told her. And it was very, very sad. There's nothing in life that prepares you for moments like these. So I did that. And then we went to the OB appointment. They confirmed that there was nothing left. There was nothing in there.
they told me that I needed to let all of this happen, and I could bleed for anywhere from a week to a month. I'm done bleeding. I was done about 5 days after. And that we could start trying again after my first normal period, which who knows when that's going to be because I have PCOS. I bought a new water bottle because, you know, when you're pregnant, you need to drink a lot of water. I bought a maternity pillow because I've been thinking about it forever because I didn't have one when I was pregnant with my daughter. So I immediately bought that. I had so much stuff for my first trimester before I ever got a confirmation of pregnancy. And like from a doctor, I knew I was pregnant. I even got the fetal Doppler thing to try.
That's the baby.
I was just so excited, and I felt like my whole world came crashing down. When I say mentally I was not okay, I mean, I was so numb for the first 3 or 4 days. I didn't really know what to think. I was just numb to everything. And then one night, I just started crying and I couldn't stop. Things that are not helpful to say to someone who just had a miscarriage is, you can try again. Good thing it was so early. What are we comparing this to? I still lost a baby. You just got to move on. Those are all not okay things to say to someone who lost a child. And I know that it's not the same as raising a child and losing a child, but nonetheless, I lost my child. Our best friends sent us flowers, and every day I would just look at those flowers and think, you know, somebody cares about me. Somebody cares about what I'm going through. So one thing you can do if you're not sure what to do is get them flowers. Just tell them that you care, that you're thinking about them or something. I was not only in physical pain, but I was mentally, I didn't care about my physical pain because of how much pain I was in mentally. And it is a very scary place to be when you're like that. I'm doing a lot better now. I would say that time has healed a lot. I still hurt, but I can talk about it without crying. I think the video's not over yet. But we did find out the gender.
Hi guys. So today I am 7 weeks and 2 days pregnant. And now the baby's starting to look more like a baby, less like a little blob, still like a little blob, very cute blob. And it's now the size of a jelly bean. Some of my symptoms so far, I got nauseous, like really nauseous one day before I knew I was pregnant. And that was kind of like my first, what is that? And I didn't really have much of an appetite either, which is really weird because I found out I was pregnant with Luxi around 4 weeks, so very early, and I was starving. That was how I found out I was pregnant. That was my first sign, was I would wake up starving every single day, and I haven't been that hungry at all. So loss of appetite, I'm pretty tired. Like I've been napping with Luxi and I don't normally nap. And that's pretty much it. I felt pretty good. Otherwise, as long as I keep something in my stomach and I'm eating regularly, I'm feeling pretty good. So my thought is that I'm pregnant with a boy. Luxi thinks that it's a girl. If you tell her that it's a boy, she will disagree with you all day. What do you think, Fauna?
Girl.
Fauna thinks it's a girl. He really wants a girl too. And I'll be happy with whatever, obviously. But I think it's a boy. Like, that's just my thought. I want a girl. But I'll be happy with whatever, and God will give us what we need.
I've been curious about the sneak peek test, and I told my mom about it, and so she ordered it. So it came in today. So this is the sneak peek test, and you can take it as early as 6 weeks to find out the gender. And it's supposed to be 99.9% accurate. I've seen some people get it contaminated because it only works off of male DNA, I'm pretty sure. So if a male is anywhere around the test while you're doing it, coughs on it, touches it, whatever, it could be contaminated. So that's why Stefano's in the bedroom and I'm in the bathroom while I do it. Don't let males, even male pets, touch the kit. Ooh. It says, sing happy birthday 3 times. Whoa, whoa, that looks wild. Oh, that is very warm. Okay. Place warming pad on selected spot on your arm for 4 minutes. Jeez. Until you hear a click. Once you hear a click, release the blue plunger immediately and remove your hand from the device. Ah, why am I scared? Okay, here we go. Here we go. I can do this. Okay. Okay, okay. 1, 2. I'm scared. I don't know if I can do it.
Just do it. Do it.
1, 2. Okay. Hey Siri, set timer for 4 minutes.
You gotta hold that on there for 4 minutes.
No, you're supposed to let it go. But I'm still scared. I'm shaking. I'm so scared. It's out. Whoa. Blood?
Why do you get blood on you?
Because I have to send my blood somewhere so they can see if we're going to have a baby sister or a baby brother. There she is. This is going to tell me whether baby Ramon is a girl or a boy. That's it. I'm going to seal this up and we'll talk in a minute.
Mommy's gonna tickle me.
No, I'm not going to tickle you.
The Bobby and Boo.
Are you excited to be a big sissy?
Mommy's gonna
know you're
tickle
excited.
me.
We all know she's excited. She's told everybody she's seen. Everyone.
Mommy's gonna tickle me.
And I know you're excited.
Mommy's gonna tickle me.
That was really not that bad at all. It stings a little bit now, but I didn't feel it. It was just my nerves that were bad. That's it. That's it. It was fine. And it was a girl. Luxi said it was a girl. Luxi said she was going to have a sister. And then afterward, she said, oh, well, when there's another baby in your belly, it's going to be my brother. So I don't understand how she knew. I don't understand if she's predicting the future right now, but if she is, wow. There's no telling why I had a miscarriage. I blamed myself because I was on some medication from my dermatologist for my acne, and he said no, absolutely not. That can't be a reason why. I asked him if lifting weights could have been a reason why, because I do lift heavy weights, and he said no. As long as you continue doing the things that you were doing before and nothing more or nothing that could hurt you, your baby will be fine. This is just something that you cannot help, something that, you know, it just happens sometimes. And it sucks, but it does. I share my life on YouTube. I share the struggles that I'm going through. I share the happy times. So I also want to share the sad times. And also, if somebody else is going through the same thing right now, you're not alone. Just do whatever you can do to make it through. Because I instantly went from cloud 9 to survival mode. I've been through some hard times in my life, but I've never been through something this mentally exhausting. This was grief unlike any grief I've ever experienced. It made me feel like it was my fault, because my body should be healthy enough to be able to carry a baby. I just kept thinking all of these reasons why. Is it because I went gluten and dairy free? Is it because I lift weights? Is it because I took that medicine for my acne? Is it because of this? it's not because of any of that. So if you're like me and you're beating yourself up over all of these reasons why, stop. Because it could happen to anyone. I had a really good cry on the way to dinner with my husband the other night, and I think that was the last thing that I needed to let go to. And that's so hard to say, because in the beginning, you feel like you're never going to let go. You feel like you're never going to get through it. And I'm slowly pulling myself out of this swamp that I'm in. I'm trying to get back on my routine. I'm trying to do better for myself. And honestly, I'm just keeping myself as busy as I possibly can, so that way I can't even think about it. Whenever I had my miscarriage, I had a baby shower to go to the next day. I didn't want to not go because I told my friend I was going, and she didn't know I was pregnant. And I didn't want to take anything away from her either, but I had already bought a present, and of course I wanted to go and celebrate. And so I did. I went to the baby shower, and my best friend brought her beautiful baby girl, and I got to hold her. And honestly, that healed my heart so much, was just to see her and play with her, because I love babies. I love kids in general, and she helped my heart so much that day, just getting to hold her. Going to church, reading my Bible, and praying has helped heal me so much. The power of prayer is amazing. It can heal anything. Jesus can heal anything. Just keep that in mind. If you're a Christian, don't stray away from Jesus because of this experience, because he will help you through it. And he did help me through it. He has helped me through it. He continues to help me through it. If you are experiencing something like this, feel free to send me a message over on Instagram. I talk more with you guys over on Instagram because it's just easier. Or leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to start a conversation with you there. If you're watching this video because you have a loved one that's going through something like this, honestly, the best thing that you can do is buy flowers, send food, bring coffee, say I'm praying for you. If they have other children, how can I help you with the other children? When can I come by? Don't ask them anything that they would have to think really hard about to answer or feel guilty about. Just do for them. And if they're anything like me, they will be forever thankful for you doing those things. Sending flowers, sending food, taking care of them in a very hard spot in their life. I'm going to go ahead and stop this video here because the car's getting hot. Luxi's rustling around in bed and about to wake up. And thank you for watching. Most of my videos are happy videos, so I hope that you'll subscribe and stay for more of my content. But if this video was helpful to you, please leave a thumbs up. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!